Hello there! Join us in this video to see how we mix business, lots of it, with pleasure to make the most of our time in Morton Bay. More than 3 months that ended in a scary near miss.
We are out with the wind, Sorin and Ana sailing around the world aboard sailing yacht Mehalah, an Oyster Mariner 35. We are both eager to make the most of this once-in-a-lifetime adventure at sea and on land. We are very keen to share this with you.
We had met Danny in Fiji. When he invited us to spend the cyclone season in his garden, we jumped to the opportunity, forgetting that his offer was, perhaps, too good to be true.
Hello.
Danny is nice but needy. We were expected to see him every day for all sorts of activities and entertainment, some enjoyable and others not so much. However, overall it was going well, and given proximity to Brisbane, we resolved to remain pleased with our choice, especially that Danny was due to travel to Fiji, which meant the house was going to be left with us to look after and enjoy.
The first hurdle was to source a hard-bottomed dinghy that would take us to the stony shore unscratched.
Then the unstoppable summer storms that kept battering Morton Bay for weeks on end, and our unavoidable worries about the strength of the buoy Mehalah was tied to. Will it hold the fierce weather conditions?
With 26, top-up scene was 35 knots. But the rain, whoa, the rain is just something else. Wow. We had these thunderstorms every other night, more or less. Some are really, really strong. This one is a big one. It's been going on for a long time. Whoa, man, the rain is just...
The bay was shark infested, so diving under to check the buoy ourselves wasn't an option. This proved to be a big mistake, luckily not a fatal one.
Hey, here we are.
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas! We've got a fire display, a lightning display, we got a rain display. Wow! For the last hour and a half, we've been having this torrential rain.
On the Christmas night.
Yes, and we've got 35 knots of wind at the moment. The wind is horizontal, lightning. Whoa, Jesus Christ. Darling, pour me a glass of something. Ooh.
Island life was dull to say the least. We would come across a number of idiosyncrasies that would spice it up at times, but these were few and far in between.
In any case, the island wildlife kept us entertained throughout. Entertained to the extreme, when one evening we caught a deadly venomous taipan making its way to our bedroom. Cheeky little creature.
Ce prea aproape, nu poți să te prinde, da?
So we put this in the house. What the heck?
This is our bartender tonight. He's moving very slowly. He likes us a lot. He's sniffing our drinks. He doesn't do much else, really. He's after our snacks. Hey,
Mr. Possum.
Pochomelo. Habla español, Pochomelo. What?
Acum fă-ne o poză, nu?
And this is... No.
The possum is a nocturnal marsupial that has adapted to humans and, if hungry, would harass them for a snack. Of course, we didn't mind being harassed by this cute little creature.
The Australian cockatoos are a pretty unique species of parrots, Anna's favorite ever. And if you knew Ana, you would understand why. With a lifespan of up to 60 years, these birds are very social, yet they can have some pretty destructive behaviors, being known for messing up with the boats. These remarkable creatures are monogamous, pairing for life. They are extremely loud, and in stressful situations, they raise their colorful crests.
And try and do that on Mehalah, and you'll see the outcome. Parrot.
What kept us busy during rainy days when I couldn't do much maintenance work were the many Aussie sporting events, sailing being obviously our favorite.
See, now they're out in the ocean now.
The festive season was a welcome distraction too, with repeated trips to mainland, enjoying the Christmas cheer and the low-key New Year celebrations that at one point saw us in front of the television watching the impressive fireworks in Sydney.
It's the first of the year, 2024, and it's raining cats and dogs. Wow! Beautiful day after weeks and weeks of heat, like really hot. Now we finally get a respite. So thanks you, 2024. We love you.
We waited and we waited and we planned and we planned and we've got it right. We've got the wind, we've got the blue skies, we've got
Beautiful conditions.
absolutely stunning. Everybody's ecstatic. We got full sails, 17 knots of wind. Beautiful. Morton Bay, Tangalooma, Mehalah, here she comes.
With the weather just right, we were very excited to be sailing again. We took to the protected waters of Moreton Bay to reach Tangalooma Bay, just in time for the Australia Day celebrations, enjoying the traditional surf and turf on the water.
We explored Tangalooma wrecks from above and under the water, where we were honored to meet the friendliest fish on our voyage. Morton Island is not as big as Fraser Island, but also being a sand formation, it is not shy in offering its share of impressive vistas.
In the local Aborigine language, Tangaluma means where the fish gather. And yes, the Tangaluma wrecks harbor a great number of fearless tropical fish. The 15 ships were sunk offshore between the 60s and the 80s to create a protective channel for boats to moor.
The schools of colorful fish roaming the clear blue waters surrounding the wrecks and the white sand dunes of the island create an incredibly beautiful natural environment.
Bonjour, madame. Ils sont tous tes parents. Et les chatons, ils sont tous, ils t'ont tous laissé là, ta madame. On espère que tu n'es pas trop triste. Les grandes. Oh. Allez, à bientôt, ta madame.
Bientôt, ta matin, au revoir.
The sky broke open above my head. Whispered secrets I once had fled. Every drop held a tale untold of love I lost in hands I'd hold.
Arriving in shallow Tangaluma Bay, our engine failing to start among sandbanks not only gave me a fright, but it was the beginning of a long list of electrical work carried out under the expert supervision of a newly made friend and passionate electronist. That was on top of other ongoing maintenance work, from reconditioning the saloon hatch to waterproofing our spray hood. All these jobs had to be juggled around rainy to very rainy days.
Our time in Morton Bay was slowly coming to an end. While still there, we decided to take the opportunity to go on a road trip to the neighboring Glasshouse Mountains, a set of unusual geological formations.
The first piece of land we sighted when we sailed to Australia were these very pinnacles in front of us, and there are more all around. We didn't know what they were to start with, and then as we got closer and closer, we realized they're mountains, they're pinnacles of mountains. They're called Glasshouse Mountains. So, together with my guide over here,
Yeah.
very sweaty, smelly guide. In 32 degrees, we climbed all the way up on these rocks to see these beautiful rock formations, and part of Australia again is scorching hot. We're gonna go in a tent later on. That's gonna get even scorchier. Ooh-la. Very lush vegetation around, very green. A lot of rain we had lately. Everything is just like very lush and beautiful.
These geological formations formed from volcanic activity about 25 million years ago. Magma was pushed up through all the rocks, creating volcanic plugs. Over millions of years, erosion wore away the softer surrounding sandstone, leaving behind the harder, resistant magma cores, the distinctive steep-sided peaks that can be seen today. The good weather was not going to last. We took advantage exploring the interesting surroundings till late afternoon, when we drove away to set camp nearby. And look at our wonderful setting, wood for the fire, and then picnic blanket.
One of the most important places of the camp is here, right here. This is where it's going to happen. The whole show is going to happen right here.
It's the bar area. Yeah?
Bar, and not too far from the bedroom, just like this.
Ay, 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 ay. Cheers. I'm going to set the sleeping area now.
From the cooking and entertainment area over there to the master bedroom over here. Wow.
Funny.
Look at this. This is one. Whoa, what's that guy doing there?
We have to
Mosey ejected of our headquarters. Look at it. Beautiful. 2 by 2.
2 by 2.
That's enough.
Yeah, we don't need more.
La revedere, nu 4 ani a trecut? 31 decembrie 2022, un an de zile.
It's got a pulse. Every beat, a thrill, a full impulse. Feel the funky fire, let it glow. Bassline's running wild, let it show. Turn it up, let the brass explode. We own the night, we're in the flow.
One fine morning, while Sorin was having his coffee looking at Mehalah, to his dismay, he realized that she was going astray.
Believe it or not, the mooring had broken. In no time, I was down the 50 steep steps and in the dinghy paddling to save our beloved home. She drifted slowly in the breeze, luckily stopping into a catamaran warm embrace, waiting to be saved by her captain. Funnily enough, after a week or so, the bad weather returned with vengeance. This time, about 3 boats broke their moorings, ending up high and dry. Weren't we just super lucky?
Really windy day here today on Morton Bay. We got over 30 knots of wind, and already the first victim is just in front of our house. The mooring broke on this little sailing yacht, and that could have been us a few days ago when our mooring broke. But luckily, I managed to get the boat before it ended up on the beach. The tide is halfway in now. It will go out, obviously, and that will be bad. But the wind will be strong for at least 24 hours. The boat will be heeled to one side. Anyhow, and there's another one on the beach further on. Fingers crossed. Our mooring, we're on standby anyhow. We're not going anywhere today. It's pumping and it's meant to go up a bit more.
It was now time to hit the road, not before final preparations and saying goodbye to the few friends we've made on Mehalah Island.
It was perhaps the first time we left a place behind with no regrets, but a huge sense of relief and gratitude. We had dodged yet another bullet.
C'est super, hein?
Who is it? Who is singing?
I do usually you put the cider. Why I don't have a cider? Ok, I need more prep. Donc la première, elle est toujours pour calculer la température. Allez, Sorin.
I didn't eat it before like this.
We've been in this beautiful country for almost 2 years now, 1 year and a half. And we went up and down the East Coast a few times now. And it became home to us. Australia really became home to us. But now we set our course north for the last time, which means we'll not see these beautiful landmarks that we've seen when we first sailed to Australia, the Glass House Mountains. We'll not see them again. That's the last time. What a shame. What a shame. Oh well, life goes on.
Join us in the next video for a race against time to Darwin, the chosen port to wrap up our Aussie sailing adventure.
As it happens with sailing, the race is not without surprises, both of good and bad nature.
Thanks for watching our video.
If you enjoy this channel, please subscribe, comment, give us the thumbs up and share.